Welcome back to another video, guys. This week we're going to be doing a little trailer maintenance. So if you're having a lot of taillight issues with your boat because of saltwater, corrosion, and ground issues, today I'm going to show you how to almost completely eliminate that by just upgrading your wiring harness. And the wiring harness comes from TA Mahoney Company, and I'm sure your local boat marine hardware store has it as well. But here in Tampa, TA Mahoney's is the go-to hardware store for anything marine related. Stay tuned, we're gonna get right into it. All right, today we're doing a little trailer maintenance. So we're gonna take that wire where it comes out right there, and we're gonna run new wires all the way back down the whole side of the trailer on both sides, all the way back to the tail lights. And I'm putting in new tail lights and replacing all the old wiring. So we're gonna do this on both sides. Should be a pretty simple, straightforward process. It will be a little bit different on everybody's setup because every trailer is different. Magic Tilt trailer actually has a special groove for the wiring and then little plastic pieces that you can put in that hold the wire in place. But if that doesn't work, what you can do, and what I've had to do on all my other trailers, is just drill a small hole and run a zip tie over the wire back through the hole, and that'll hold your trailer wiring in great. And also I'm going to show you this really cool wiring harness that I bought from TA Mahoney Company, and it's just over here, and it's a game changer as far as saltwater gremlins that are created from saltwater. This harness right here, hold on, we'll focus in on it for you. This harness right here, it's 30 bucks, and it has a ground wire connected into the actual harness already. So what you end up with is two ground wires coming out, going all the way back to your tail lights. So when you have trailer light issues, you know it's one of two connections, the two connectors on the back of the tail lights. So this is a game changer. If you guys haven't upgraded your tail lights to this wiring harness, I highly suggest doing it. It makes my tail lights work almost year round. I usually end up burning up a light itself or some type of corrosion issues within the waterproof light housing itself before I have to redo this. This is 2 years that since I've redone my lights on my Movado, and I'm just now redoing them now, and they're not even 100% broken, but they're just getting a little bit to where I'm having to work on them a little too much because I've had to add some connectors in it from just being used. So we're gonna go ahead and run new ones today for you. We're gonna show you how to do it. Let's get started. First, we're gonna go over the everything we need. It's pretty straightforward. We're gonna need a wiring harness, and then 2 lights. You'll need to check what kind of lights yours have. So we got the 2 lights, and now we're just gonna need some labor, which I provide. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is to go ahead and completely take out everything that's on your trailer with regards of lighting. And I say that because you're gonna have to start from a blank slate. It's much easier to take everything out, take all of your lighting out, all your wiring, and then we're gonna actually go from the front of the trailer and work our way to the rear of the trailer, run new wiring, and then get the lights hooked up. All right, the first step is gonna be to take everything off the trailer that pertains to the trailer lighting and wiring. So we're gonna go ahead and get these loosened up and take them off right now. Pretty straightforward. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get my cutters, and we're going to get those wires cut right there, and we're going to get them pulled out and pulled through. All right, just so you can see what I'm dealing with here, guys, is the wire runs inside this channel here. And what they've done is put little plastic pieces in here. So these things right here, they just hold those right in. So if you have something like that, it's pretty easy. If not, like I said, just drill a hole and put the zip tie through. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these wire things pulled out, and we're gonna save all these plastic parts so I can put the wire back in how it came out. It's pretty simple. All right. Do you believe we got all the old wiring out? On both sides. Let's go ahead and take this off. I also like to save these if I can, because there's nothing wrong with this, and in case something hits or something right here. So we're gonna get this off, plenty of line on it. I like to save this harness too, guys, just in case I get in a bind and I break the harness somehow. Then I have the spare one. So always reutilize parts, recycle parts when necessary here out in the saltwater environment. So next we're gonna go ahead and get our other harness out and unravel it. So that's always the fun part. You take this out into a long part of your yard, because they're 30-something feet long when you do this. I unravel this harness and get it ready to put in on my trailer. So just take your time with this, because it's kind of a pain in the butt. Done many of these, and they always can be frustrating, especially depending on who's wrapping these up. So let's see, this one actually seems like it's going pretty smoothly here. All right, let's go ahead and drag this over here, guys. I'm going to show you how to get it ran into your trailer. So you're actually going to want to grab it from the end, from the end knot with the connector on it, because we're going to tape this up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Now at this point, go ahead and let's get all this other old wire out of the way, because it's just going to get in the way and confuse you, honestly. This stuff will just all go to the trash. So you're gonna make all these ends nice and even. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape the new wire to the old wire that goes through this part of the tube that we don't have access to, and use it for a pull through. So we're gonna go ahead and tape that now. Make sure you put some extra tape, because you only get one shot at this. Electrical tape pretty much does the job. And don't be afraid to be liberal with this, because you do not want it to pull. All right. So now we're going to use the old wire to pull this new wire through. I'm going to show you now. Uh-oh. That's not good. There we go. All right, there you have it, guys. New wires are pulled through. I thought we were going to have a little snag there, but ended up working out. And I'm cutting the wire right now. What crap. New plan, we're gonna just try to stick it right under here after I electrical tape it, because the way they did it is retarded and it's never gonna work. So once again, Magic Tilt Trailer, if you're watching this video, please make your stuff easier to work on. All right, so instead of doing it how I just tried to do it, which was just gonna cut my wires all up, I pulled everything back out, and I think I'm still gonna have enough wires left over to be able to do it still. So I'm gonna run it through this little hole right here. It goes all the way back. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it goes all the way back to where I need to do it, and I'll still be able to conceal my wire like I need to. All right, so my idea isn't gonna work out quite how I planned, but I need something for a chase. So I just found this palm frond in my yard. I'm gonna put it through this tube right here and then tape it to my wire and pull it through. So we're gonna see if we can get that to work right now. The wire is just a little too flimsy. Oh, there we go. It worked like a gem. There we go. So now we're gonna tape this to this. All right, that pretty much should do it, guys. Let's see if it works. Palm frond coming. Bingo! We have live wire. And then remember, port side is gonna be your yellow wire. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the yellow wire to the port side of your boat. Go ahead and get the old wires out of the way some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the yellow wire, bring it all the way through here. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Run the green and the brown wire. All right, green wire's done. Now we're going to need the negative wire, a ground wire, on both sides. So just take your time and get these guys back untangled. Looks worse than it is. Shouldn't be knotted or anything. All right. I'm going to pull the one ground wire to the port side, the one to the starboard side. We'll start getting these wires ran in. We're getting there, guys. Starting to make some headway. All right, do the same for the other side. At this point, you can go ahead and pretty much take your ground wire and your green and brown wire, if you're on your starboard side, you just run them all the way back. You're just going to walk the yellow and the ground to the back of your boat. Like so. So there we go. We got both wires running all the way down the whole side of the boat, all the way out the back to where the taillights go. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, just like that. Now we're going to get them locked in place with these rubber things right here. My trailer has these. We're going to get the wires locked in place and then wire the trailer lights up, and we're going to be all finished up. Go down, slide that wire inside this channel like so, and every so often we're just going to put one of these little rubber things in. Just like so. It's a beautiful thing, guys. All right, we got everything done on the port side. Now we're gonna go ahead and repeat these same steps on the starboard side, and they're gonna be ready to get these trailer lights wired back up and show you how they work. So one spot I have to get over is my trailer. Wet for my macerator pump draining out. Awesome. Boat projects, gotta love them. All right. Now before I get anything too tight, this right here is gonna be a rub zone. So I'm gonna electrical tape these up real good so they won't wear through. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get these taillights put on and get her wired up, and this project's done with, guys. Finito. All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and get the light itself plugged in. So just line up those bolt holes right here. Put the tag on. Put the nuts on, and that's everything there. Boom. That thing is on. Just gotta tighten it up. We're gonna go ahead and do the same to the other side. Now we're going to cut our wire to size and get these things butt connected up. Lisa Marie, I need your assistance momentarily. I need you to press the brake and the lights so I can test the lights on my trailer that I just redid. Yay! Now I have no left turn signal, so we're going to go at the beginning of the trailer since I just put new wires on. That yellow wire right there is the one that provides power for your turn signal. So we're gonna go and test it with multimeter up front. Get to the bottom of this. We're bringing in the big rig here, in the tow rig, to make sure that it's not my truck. So, which I kind of feel like it is because I'm getting some funky voltages coming out. So here we go. We're gonna plug in her lights and see if we can't get this thing working. Keep coming. Right there should be good. All right, left turn light. Left turn signal. There we go, guys. My truck sucks. Typical Chevy. All right, right blinker. All right, flashers. All right, turn the flashers off, brake lights, and then nothing. Perfect, everything's working. All right, that's a wrap. I got some gremlins to figure out in my Chevy. I think it might actually be that plug. I wore through that plug a lot, so I think it's just losing connectivity. The trailer lights are working, so all I got to do to finish up this project is to go ahead and heat shrink them, get everything else cleaned up, and we're ready to go fishing in the morning. See you guys later. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment. Let me know if you know which side port or starboard is. Thanks for watching.